Peace and blessings. My name is Benji, Mr.RNB, and welcome to Where I've Been. It's a special Where I've Been because today we're going to talk about
Thoughts of a Colored Man.
Did you hear that? Let me try it again. Today we're going to get into and talk about
Thoughts of a Colored Man.
Exactly. It's a play featuring black men. But the play is called Thoughts of a Colored Man. And it actually began with the roots from some Syracuse University alums. Valencia Yearwood, for one. And a good buddy that she knew and grew up with from her neighborhood. If you haven't seen this play, check it out. It's hot now, and it will get hotter. But let's go back. Syracuse University decided to have dinner and a show. And let me tell you something, it was awesome. Let me tell you more about it.
The evening was set at Jasmine's Caribbean Cuisine as she was in the house and some great music.
A Caribbean restaurant in Manhattan, and we met down there, and there were some celebs and very important people in the house.
Multicultural advancement. Thank you for being here. She's here with her mom, Mrs. WIlliams. So she's a Broadway baby, so it's great to have her here tonight. I also wanted to recognize my friend Yearwood, who is class of '85 and part of the producer on the show. You might have seen her on social. She's been getting all the SU alumni out, so we're excited to have Valencia here tonight as well. You'll hear from her in a bit. And then my colleague, Dean Michael Tick of Visual and Performing Arts. Dean Tick and I have been on the road to Broadway with Brian when we had a reading of Thoughts of a Colored Man at Lubin House a couple years ago with Tay Diggs. So we are really excited that Dean Tick could be with us tonight.
What an honor and a privilege to be here. To welcome this cast and this talented crew and the producers for Thoughts of a Colored Man. And I have to say, for me personally, right, being the Dean of Visual and Performing Arts and also Professor of Drama, it's pretty special to be here. After 20 months of streaming, to be able to come into a Broadway show and to see this show, I have to tell you, this is really big. To reconnect with Keenan Scott, to reconnect with Steve Broadmax, it means a lot to me. And I'm trying not to get emotional, okay? And I think there might be one or two people in the house that know that Syracuse Stage and the Department of Drama, I think there's a few of you that know the Department of Drama is the only undergraduate drama program in the United States connected to a full-time equity theater. And you know that all too well. So again, it's really special. And before I get the hook, please allow me to extend my gratitude again to this talented cast and creative team, to Pam and Lauren, the whole Lubin staff, everybody that made tonight so special, and to Rachel and everybody that just worked so hard. Break a leg. Continue to break a leg.
Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. How's everyone? Oh my gosh, come on, you're in Jasmine. Good evening, everyone. Oh, that's good, that's better. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am so elated to be here. I cannot thank the city of Syracuse enough, and Syracuse University, and Syracuse Stage, and Rachel Fassel for saying yes to this show 5 years ago. 5 years ago, we were welcomed into the Lubin House. We raised a lot of funds that evening. Thank you very, very much. And then we were welcomed to Syracuse Stage, and we began our journey to Broadway at Syracuse Stage. And from Syracuse Stage, we came right here to Broadway, and we were here because of everything that you guys have all done and provided for us. We thank you, thank you, thank you. A round of applause for all of you, please. So, wonderful happenstances here this evening. I connected with this young lady many, many years ago in the dance community, and then she calls one day and says, "Hey, this playwright, his name is Keenan Scott II. Is that any relation to, like, I went to school with a Scott, a Keenan Scott? Are they related?" And I said, "Well, I don't know. I'll call you back." So I call Keenan and I say, "You know, I met this wonderful young lady, and she has I think she knows your father. Who is it?" And I told him who it was. He goes, "Oh yeah, they went to school together." And I was like, "Oh, okay, great." And then it turned out that she was looking to do something deeper within the theatrical community. And she said yes to coming aboard and being a co-producer on Thoughts of a Colored Man, and her connection to Syracuse was even better. So please put your hands together. Making her Broadway debut as a co-producer is Valencia Yearwood and Syracuse Family.
I know, as I hobble up. I'm so ridiculously happy to be here tonight with my Syracuse University family. Give yourselves a round of applause. And thank you, Brian, because he called me and asked me to join him on this journey. And unbeknownst to him, Keenan Scott Sr., raise your hand, my brother, the father of our fabulous playwright, had called me back in 2019 after Syracuse, after the debut of this play at Syracuse Stage. So when I tell you that there are all kinds of connections that God has put together for this play, I'm telling you, it's unbelievable. So thank you so much. What you are about to see tonight, I'm just telling you, this is the new Broadway, and tonight it is all orange. It is all orange. All the way. So I am so excited about tonight. We are going to have a talk back after the show, so please make sure that after the performance that you stay put in your seats. Let the theater clear, and then move down to the orchestra, because we are going to have an intimate conversation, a very intimate conversation with Vanessa and Keenan and Brian and one of the actors in the show. So I'm just thrilled that tonight the theater is going to be a little bit orange. Enjoy your meal. Thank you, Jasmine. One of the reasons that come over here, Jasmine. Give this woman a round of applause right here. Because one of the things that we wanted to do, because this is a new Broadway, and one of the things that we wanted to do was we wanted to identify Black-owned businesses that were in the area. Because Broadway is back, but that means that all kinds of other industries are back as well, and that includes the restaurant business. So please, if you are a part of an organization, and I know a lot of you are part, I know you all wear your colors and your letters, come on. If you come back, please consider supporting Jasmine, because first of all, the food is fabulous. And they're about to you just celebrated your first anniversary. So she did this in the middle of the pandemic. Okay? Please support her. Please support her. Enjoy your food. See you over at the theater. Stay for the talk back. It's an art. We bleed orange. We bleed orange tonight. Thank you.
Thanks, everybody. We'll see you at the theater.
After the dinner, we were able to get up, gather our things, walk on over to the theater, where you saw in bright lights on Broadway,
Thoughts of a Colored Man,
That's right. So let's get into it. What is this play about? It's about a lot of things, but mainly about
Thoughts of a Colored Man.
and the brothers who come out, and you see how they share their life experiences and things that we as colored men go through. One of the best parts of the play, once you imbibed and you got all soaked up into it and you truly understood, because if you weren't woke then, you're woke now, okay? Afterwards, it was awesome. It was a talk back. Vanessa WIlliams was there, Valencia was there, the producer was there, and the men portrayed in the play joined us too.
I'm Boris and I play French.
All right, I'm better now. Can I play wisdom?
I'm Delon Burnside and I play love. Hey, I'm Tristan McWilds. I play anger. I'm Garrett Turner. I understudy 4 characters. That's anger, depression, love, and happiness.
Keenan Scott, the second playwright. Keenan Scott, the second, Lord. Yes. I'm Ryan Throbblock. I play happiness.
Bruce James. I play passion.
So to my left is Brian Moreland, who is the lead producer on this play. And Brian, I want to ask you a question that Syracuse has had with this play. Just tell us a little bit about the journey from Lubin House to the Golden Theater.
It's a long journey, so I'll back up just
Yeah,
a little bit. Just a little bit. So 15 years ago, Keenan Scott II wrote this play. And I was living in London at the time, and a friend of mine sent me this play and said, "What do you think?" I said, "It's great, could I be in it?" She says, "No, because if I do it, this playwright already has this entire show cast." And Keenan did. Things took a turn, Keenan and I connected, and then from there, we had a series of no's throughout all of New York City. We spent a great deal of time sneaking into rooms, walking in with other people, trying to act like we belonged in that particular room, and we didn't, just to say hi and hello and move on. And then I got a phone call from Rachel Vassell, and she said, Syracuse always helps their alumni, and we want to help. So we want to extend an invitation to you to come to the Lubin House and bring your show there. And we did. And the Lubin House supported us then, and then Syracuse Stage offered us this amazing opportunity to come to Syracuse Stage and be the home of the world premiere for Thoughts of a Colored Man. And it's been amazing ever since. And so I always say, if it was not for Syracuse, we truly would not be here. So thank you.
Story. We just celebrated 32 years of that.
Wow.
So excited to be here. Thank you so much for coming out and supporting this incredibly important piece of art. Here on the new Broadway, we are a new play for a new Broadway, and this is what the new Broadway looks like.
All right.
Before we get started, I just want to recognize the Syracuse alumni, and I tell this story all the time, and I'm going to tell it again. This show is really personal for me because I actually grew up with Keenan's father in Springfield Gardens. queens. Keenan Sr. is in the house, right there. So, Keenan, I have two questions for you. One is, after the journey that you and Brian took to get this show here, what do you think about it now versus what it was at Bluebell House?
Yeah, tell us what you think about it.
Come on now. And the second question is, because I get this all the time, why color?
So the first question is how I like the show now compared to what
Yeah, I mean, like just when you, like, I know how I felt tonight seeing it, and I've seen it like 6 times now. You've seen it a million. So, because it's your baby. So how does it feel to see your baby grow up?
Ooh, that's a great question. I'm even starting to have separation anxiety because I've been working on this piece for 15 years, so I've literally grown up with this piece and these characters specifically. I was 19 when I first started writing. So now 34, going on 35, I'm a different person than I was in undergrad at 19 years old. So literally I've watched these characters grow up with myself as I started to experience more life and go through things and relationships and all the things that life brings. These characters were really able to develop even more over time. So for me, it's an undescribable feeling. It's weird for me because I'm getting to the point where I'll never touch it again as far as script-wise, which is different for me because I'm so used to editing and drafts and workshops. So getting to the point where it's like it really has to go out in the world by itself, literally like a child when you have one. So it's an amazing feeling. I'm blessed. I'm humbled by it. Never thought I would make it to Broadway. Didn't think a story that I could tell can make it to Broadway because of the community historically, what we've seen on stages. So it's truly just an honor, especially to be a part of this historic season, the return of Broadway, a new Broadway. It's a blessing.
And why color?
Color, yeah. So a couple of different reasons. As y'all just watched, this is a play about dispelling tropes and stereotypes that have been placed on us as people, specifically Black men. And there was a time, of course, as we all know, historically, color was used. It was labeled color. Of course, historically, through the census, we've been called many things. Negro, it evolves. Who knows what's next? But our restaurants, our bathrooms, and things of that nature were labeled color. So I know the word color still causes a visceral response when you see it. You have a certain feeling as soon as you see it on a billboard coming in, which was our set designer Robert Brill's brilliant idea to do that. He wanted you to be confronted with the word color. So I wanted to use that as well as a lot of the works I study, literature, a lot of revolutionaries I read and study come from that time when color was used. So I also want to pay homage to them as well with using color as far as for Color Girls, Colored Museum, a lot of other works that I've studied and read from Langston Hughes to Mary Baraka, Kwame Ture, all of those great figures that really did a lot for our community and the people. So I wanted to also pay homage to them. So that's why.
Okay, and you've been with this production since Syracuse.
Since the first day in Syracuse.
Since the first day in Syracuse. So what has that journey been like for you?
Incredible. I mean, I got married since the show started now. So I'm a different person too for working on this piece. I played Anger in Syracuse and then again in Baltimore, and the show was so different from the first day of rehearsal in Syracuse. When I tell you, the main thing that stuck out to me for our rehearsal process here for Broadway is that the reason we were able to build what we built in such a short amount of time, we literally had like 2 weeks in the rehearsal room before we came to the theater, is because of the foundation that we laid while we were in Syracuse. And when I say foundation, I mean, we used to have whole production numbers. I'm talking about dancing with buckets and basketball dribbling and all this stuff. And we would try it all and be like, no, that's not it. Let's try something else. We would try something again and be like, okay, we'll keep that, but the rest of that needs to go. And that refining fire that we underwent was everything in terms of this transition.
A woman who really needs no introduction at all. The world claims you, but we really claim you. Your family. And I know that your diploma says 08.
Yes.
Right. But you and I, class of 85. Yes, exactly. Because we came on campus at the same time. So class of 85 really claims you. So, if you don't know who this woman is, it is the incomparable Vanessa WIlliams. Good evening.
Amazing to see live art again. To continue on what Keenan was saying, he talked about the new Broadway, and Daniel, who is currently playing Ike and Tina Turner across the street, said Broadway's not coming back, it's moving forward.
Okay.
Yeah. And that is what you're seeing tonight, and that's what you're seeing when you see Alice Childers' Trouble Mine, Chicken and Biscuits, Carolina Change, Lackawanna Blues. We have fought for this past year and a half. We have fought for representation. We have fought for producers like Brian to tell people there are black people with money that are willing to produce, that are willing to show people that we show up. So please make sure that you can do whatever you can. If you want to be a producer, there are black producers that will easily take your money, but also create what you saw tonight. And again, we met each other because during the pandemic, a group of Broadway vets, because we've been in the business for over 35 years, Audra McDonald, Norm Lewis, Michael McElroy, a bunch of us, 18 of us, created Black Theater United. After George along with many other activist groups on Broadway to bring light to diversity and opening doors and making real change. So you have power. The power is you're sitting here tonight, you have dollars as well. So let's see these change. Let's continue. We don't want the door to close. Let's continue to do new productions on Broadway, to have the money to back up amazing producers that have incredible ideas, and we can be the change. So again, that's my producer talking.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But I'm just so thrilled to see the, I know you said new Broadway, but it's a more inclusive, better Broadway, and not only what you're seeing on stage, but there are people that are running lights, there are people that are running sound, there are many people of color that are stage managers that have made everyone aware that we need more people to be involved in every aspect of the theater. And that means not only ushers, but concessions and theater owners. And those, every aspect of the theater is changing, and we're willing and hungry for more people to join us to fill all those jobs. So,
Merch too.
Merch? Yeah.
Merchandise.
Yeah.
This show has the first black-owned merchandise company in all of Broadway.
My name is Ben Green, Ben G, Mr.RNB, and
Thoughts of a Colored Man
is where I've been.